I'm 𝗚𝗏 𝗬𝗏, a recognized thought leader in the Microsoft Dynamics community and a Microsoft MVP for business applications. Welcome to the Get Your New View podcast. Keep listening to learn how we work with frustrated Business Central and NAV users who struggle to use their system and find the answers that they need. We teach them to truly understand how the system can support their business processes to make immediate and lasting improvements. As a result, they get more done in less time, make better business decisions, and even love their system. Let's talk about what it is that you'll learn as a result of the business process assessment. The best part of the assessment process, and also the worst, is learning just how many recommendations there are. The detailed report that you're going to receive identifies recommendations for each functional area. We often find that most of our customers have, on average, over 100 recommendations that they can act on once the assessment is completed. The detailed report is also going to categorize the recommendations for the functional areas into 4 groups. The first group is simple things that you can do right now with your system without any additional help. Oftentimes, these are things that we just didn't think to do this, and they're things that you can do immediately, even before we leave if you'd like. The second group is training that your team might need based on our observations. Since our core business is training, we often look for how could more knowledge and how to use things fix whatever this problem is, or create efficiency just by learning how to do something or how to use part of the system that you weren't using before. The third thing is going to be more complex issues. These might require a deeper dive to understand exactly what the problem is or how to create a solution for that. And every company's got a few of those at least. Something that's a big, hairy problem that needs a little bit more unraveling to solve. The fourth areas that you may need to work with your Microsoft partner. So if you need custom programming to fit a requirement that you have, or maybe you need some add-on software. On top of this, on top of breaking this down by functional area and breaking it down into our 4 groups, what can you do right now by yourself? What kind of training would help? What kind of more complex issues need to be defined and solved? And what might you need to work with your Microsoft partner on? We're going to also provide a recommended plan of action that takes all of these recommendations and applies your priorities to them. Remember that from the beginning? We're going to apply those priorities to the recommendation and list them in a way so that the highest priority items are getting solved first. The point of all this is you're going to learn a lot with all of the recommendations that are there, but we're not going to leave you hanging with how to solve it. We'll put together a recommended plan of action that's going to group things together logically. It's going to respect your priorities, and it's going to help you make sense of all of this. What is the very best part of this? This is where we find the surprises, right? Some of them may not be surprises. Some of them may be things that we already know about, but once we've already been through the process of identifying priorities and we've talked through pain points and we've really focused in on what needs to be solved, everybody's excited to start making improvements. I know that one of the biggest questions we get from our customers is, how do other companies do it? And they say things like, well, we can't be the only people who do this. You're right. Other companies have had to deal with this, and you aren't the only people who have to do this. This is where our experts come in with recommendations for successful practices that they see working at other companies. The consultants that you're going to work with are our senior level consultants who've got lots of experience, not only working with this software, but working with other companies and other industries. And we take note. We've seen so many different situations with large and small companies, companies in different industries, new companies, companies who've been around for decades. We always keep that in mind as we evaluate your company, because our goal is to get you to gold standard quality with your processes. And we reference that library of other things that we've seen, and we absolutely take note of companies that are thriving because of those gold standard quality processes that they're using. All right, so you know what I'm going to tell you. Get out your pen and paper. I always have a little homework for you. If you've come this far, then you're ready to envision what this might look like. Take out a sheet of paper and give it a try. Write down 3 things that you know you could do now if you just decided to. Things that would increase efficiency. Write down things that you or your team could probably use some training on. Write down 3 complex problems that need to be solved. And maybe write down an add-on or a customization that you've thought about that would help with your system that you haven't gotten to yet. Once you've done that, compare that to your list of priorities. Take a look. What could you do now? If you just decided to do it now, what training is needed? What are complex problems that need to be solved? And what custom work or add-on might benefit for you? Compare that to your list of priorities and now multiply that. Think about that list of 100 recommendations. It would be difficult for you to come up with 100 recommendations for your company right now, simply because you have that question in your mind, how do other companies do it? We know how other companies do it. We can help. We can expand that list of recommendations so that you have a lot to work with and you can imbue the value of continuous improvement by introducing efficiency into your company and continuing to do that over and over and over again so that you're operating at gold standard with your processes. Once you've done that and you thought about that list and how much longer that list could get with a business assessment, please contact us. It's super easy to get in touch with us. Just send a quick email to info@getyournewview.com. That's info@getyournewview.com. And we'll set up a quick 30-minute call to talk about what a business process assessment could do for you and for your company. We're going to talk about return on investment in the next episode, so please join us. Did your team ever really get good training to understand how to use your business software? Do you think you could use more features of your software if you just knew how? Are you frustrated with inefficiency that never seems to get better? Do you suspect that there just has to be a better way, but you don't know what that is? We believe every company can benefit from increased efficiency and higher utilization of their software, and that it's possible to have fun while learning exactly how to do that. The experts at NewView Strategies work with frustrated Business Central and NAV users who struggle to use their system and find the answers they need. We teach them to truly understand how the system can support their business processes to make immediate and lasting improvements. As a result, they get more done in less time, make better decisions, and even love their system. Please contact us at getyournewview.com to get started.